Hi guys, and welcome to my second quarantine video. In this one I'm gonna be talking about the best voices in Eurovision 2021. Just as a disclaimer before everyone gets upset and angry, it does not mean that I don't think that the others that are not on this list are not good voices, I just ranked them. I also did not take into account only the actual voice, I also took into account the song and if the song helps the voice to shine. I still feel that there are a lot of artists out there in 2021 that have great voices but the songs don't really help them, and this might have affected where they ranked. On the other hand, there are definitely songs that were written just to showcase the voices and they're gonna be pretty high. Also, please let me know in the comments which ones are your favorite voices this year in Eurovision. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for like some weirder things. And let's get started with my number 10. I'm still not sure how to pronounce his name, but I will call him Django and he's from the Netherlands. I do think that he has a great voice and the song really helps showing that. Of course, I also know his song from 2020, which I think it was a little bit more melodic, but this one has something a little bit extra. It is one of my top 10 songs this year, and I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I just really like it. And I do think that in big part it is because of his voice. I just like how deep and rough everything sounds, but at the same time, very melodic, very soulful. I really like it. So Django's voice is on my number 10.
They burned your heroes at the stake, but your voice will echo all their names. This ain't the end.
On number 9, I have Angela from Albania. As per usual, I feel that Albania sent a very good voice. I honestly cannot remember the last time when the Albanian representative was not one of the most noticeable voices. I do know that maybe a lot of people don't really like the song. I've seen a lot of comments where people call it boring. I don't really agree with that. I think it's quite different. And I also really think that she can really sing the song. Her voice sounds really powerful. Hopefully, if they will do a weird choreography that won't affect her, I hope the dancers will do most of the things so she doesn't move around too much. But Angela does get my number 9 spot. On number 8, I have a different type of voice. And it is Victoria from Bulgaria. Now this one, it might not sound as a powerful voice like the other two did, or some of the next voices in this top are gonna be like, but something really specifically that I like about this voice is the softness of it. I also do feel that is one of the most recognizable voices in Eurovision this year. She could sing whatever song she wanted and I would know that is her. Again, with this one, I did see comments where people were calling the voice nothing that special, and again, I do not agree. Obviously, that's why it's on my top. I just think it's a different taste in music. Like if you like slow songs or something emotional or soulful, I think this is exactly the voice that you need. She also sounds like she would be good in a musical, I would say, and why not? I think it would be a great voice for an app that helps you go to sleep at night. For those reasons, I have Victoria as my number 8.
Wondering where all my feelings go, never said.
On number 7, I have the Black Mambas. This voice really surprised me the very first time when I listened to the song, and I do think it will have the same effect on audiences when they're gonna watch Eurovision for the first time. It is really not the style of voice that you would expect, neither when you hear the name of the band, nor when you see the setup. I really thought something else is gonna be the whole act when I first saw it. His voice is absolutely surprising, really interesting to listen to, and it just touches me. I think it says the story of the song in a very cool way. For that reason, the Black Mambas, Portugal, you get my number 7 spot.
I can feel it still running through my veins.
On number 7, I have
Voilà, 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 voilà qui je suis, me voilà même si mise à
Barbara Pravi and France. First of all, I do have to say that I just saw a clip, like an interview kind of almost, with Barbara on the official Eurovision website. When she speaks English, she's like the actual French accent. I feel like they could put her picture in a dictionary or whatever that would be. It's not a dictionary or whatever that would be, where they will tell you what a French accent is. But that aside, I do feel that on top of her very good voice, she's also very theatrical. She can help her own voice with the way she mimics everything. Just like Victoria, I feel that she's very good at transmitting this feeling of like damsel in distress. She can go very soft, but at the same time kind of powerful. And this is actually shown during the entire song, because everything starts very soft and it seems like she's in danger, she's suffering, and then it ends on a higher note with her being all empowered. And it does take a very flexible voice to do that, and she's very good at it. For that reason, she's my number 6. On number 5, I have Vincent Ueno. I did know that he will be one of my favorite voices also last year, even though last year the song was not necessarily emotional, but obviously you could notice that he can sing. This year, on the other hand, with this super emotional song, I feel that his voice is perfectly showcased. There are even parts in the song where he just pretty much goes a cappella and it sounds really powerful. Also, the song is built in a very nice way to get to that point, but I do feel that he can sing everything. He can be like a party dude and he can be a very soulful, emotional dude. I just can't wait to hear him live. I really hope he's gonna sound the way I'm imagining he's going to sound. And for that reason, I have Vincent Ueno as my number 5.
Is this what you wanted? Baby?
On number 4, I have Anna from Slovenia. I mean, if in 2020 she did not convince you with Voda that she's a great singer, in 2021 we have another Amen. And maybe the song does not give me really the same strong emotion that the other Amen does, but what this song does better is this song brings her voice in the foreground. The last third of the song is like so good, and I literally got goosebumps the first time I've listened to it. I wish the beginning of the song somehow would move a little bit faster. I recommended this also in the beginning when I first listened to the song, and I saw some comments with people saying that they need the build up. And I do agree they do need the build up, but I'm not necessarily a songwriter, so I wouldn't know how to do that. I'm just saying that from the 3 minutes, it feels like 2 minutes is a little bit too long to get to that point. Nevertheless, I do think that Anna has a great voice. She's my number 4 this year. My number 3 for the best voice and the bronze medal goes to... Vasil from North Macedonia. And guys, I was not expecting this. I will tell you that You, the song that he had last year, was one of my most listened songs, but it wasn't necessarily because of his voice. I just really liked the music. He was singing it very nicely. I just never understood from that specific song the level that he can sing it. Now with this song, Here I Stand, it's definitely about his voice. This is what I meant in the beginning when I said that a few of these acts that are gonna be in my top 10, they have the songs for their voices. This is 100% one of them. I feel like Vasil pretty much is auditioning for a big Broadway musical. He's really good at it, very powerful, also theatrical. And even if you like musicals or you don't, or you like this song or you don't like it, you cannot deny that the guy can sing. For that reason, Vasil gets my 3rd spot.
Now here I stand, there's no pretend.
My 2nd place goes to a diva voice. And it is Destiny. To be honest, I did not even know last year that Destiny took part in Junior Eurovision some years ago. The first time I actually knew that is when we filmed that video with Noosh and we were watching some Junior Eurovision clips, and we saw her and I was like, is that Destiny? And then I realized that's her. Even at that point, she had an awesome voice, and now obviously it got even better. Again, she's one of those voices that I feel she can sing anything. I feel like she's super flexible. She could go for something very high pitch, very deep, very soulful, very dancey. And in this specific song, she does a very good job. And I can totally see why this is one of the favorites to win this Eurovision. And for that reason, I have Destiny on my second spot.
Oh, if I show some skin, doesn't mean I'm giving in. Not your baby.
My number one, and it's probably not a surprise for anyone, it is John's Tears. I did say I don't think this is a surprise for anyone, because even if you don't like the style of music, you cannot deny the level that this guy can sing in. Last year, as I told you before, I did not like the song as much in the beginning. It wasn't even in my top 10, just ending up after listening to the live version, it finished on my first place. And that's just because of him. He can do some weird stuff with his voice. I follow him on Instagram and he did like a 4 a.m. showcase of him singing songs and taking requests. It was just insane, and he's super critical with himself. At some point he was singing something that I thought it sounded extremely good, and he stopped and left because he thought he was like wrong. This guy has some really high standards. His voice is just super cool. I'm not sure if he's as flexible, for example, as Destiny's voice. I do think that he has a very specific style that he can do very well, but for what he's doing and what he's trying to present to us, I think he's acing it. And for that reason, John's Tears is my number one voice in Eurovision 2021. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my top? As per usual, probably not. So let me know in the comments which ones you don't agree with. I already know a few voices that you're gonna tell me they should have been in top 10. As I told you, I think the song kind of influenced my opinion a little bit. But all these top 10s are just building up to my final top 39 that people keep asking me to do. I'm still in quarantine. I'm gonna do it once I'm finally at home. I will tell you honestly, I'm not really looking forward to that because I like a lot of the songs, and I feel that a lot of the songs that I like are gonna end up in like 30th place, and people are gonna understand by that I don't like them, which is just not the case. I just like a lot of the songs from this year. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Bye.